everybody, and welcome to AskChefChristy.com. I'm here in my friend Trish's kitchen today, and we are going to be talking about salad. Hi Trish, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Excellent. So, how do you feel about salad?
I love salad. I eat it almost all the time.
Wonderful. And what do you usually put on your salad?
Normally, I just put a plain balsamic vinegar on my salad.
Okay, well that's pretty good. Maybe we can make a little bit of improvement on that today. We're gonna make some vinaigrette. Now, I know that I got really tired of throwing away bottles of salad dressing because I'd open them, I'd use them once, and then 6 months later I'd realize that I hadn't used it and I'd throw it away. And I realized that I always have a really good supply of beautiful olive oils and flavorful vinegars, and so there's no reason I can't make my own salad dressing anytime I want. So today we're going to make a wonderful vinaigrette. We're going to use a buttery olive oil and a flavorful balsamic vinegar. We're going to use a little bit of science and create an emulsion and produce a great vinaigrette for salad. Okay, so are you ready to get started?
I am ready.
Fantastic. You got any questions first?
Yeah, well first, what have we got here?
All right, well let's talk about our ingredients. We're going to start off with some balsamic vinegar. Then we're going to use some Dijon mustard, and that's going to be our emulsifying agent to help keep our vinaigrette together. We're going to use some fresh and dried herbs that I got from your kitchen, and then we're going to use some salt and fresh cracked black pepper. For our olive oil today, we're going to use some Shabikas from California. It's a lovely extra virgin olive oil that's got a nice buttery flavor, and it's going to make our vinaigrette really tasty.
Well, you know, I hear this all the time about olive oil, and it comes in different ratings, extra virgin, virgin, stuff like that.
Right.
What does extra virgin mean?
Well, extra virgin means that it's the first pressing of the olives. So they don't have to use very much heat, and they don't have to use much pressure, and it gets the first flush of oil. It's the purest oil that comes out of the olive. When they go back and they press it again, then that's considered virgin, and so on.
Do you ever use anything other than extra virgin olive oil?
Well, I think that the lower grades of olive oil have a great deal of uses, but not for cooking. I would only ever use extra virgin for cooking with. But I do like to burn oil lamps, and I'll use the good or pure olive oil for that. And I've made soap a few times, and I've used the lesser grades of olive oil for that. So yeah, they do have uses, and you can buy them in the grocery store. But if I'm cooking, especially if I'm going to make something raw that hasn't been cooked at all, extra virgin is the only one to use.
Great. So I have one more question.
Okay.
And that is, you mentioned this is a spice blend, or herbs rather.
Mm-hmm.
What's in this?
That's a good question, and I know a lot of people are confused a lot about what herbs to use. And so what we're using here today is a combination of some fresh basil and fresh oregano that I got from your plants, and then I'm using some dried thyme and some dried dill and a little bit of granulated garlic. And it's a really good way. A vinaigrette's a wonderful way to give you an opportunity to try herbs that you may not be familiar with. So what I would recommend, if you want to try it just as an herbal medium, try one herb in your vinaigrette and see how you like. Marjoram, for example. It may not be something you've ever used in any other dish, and this gives you a really good opportunity to try that herb and see what it's like and see how you like it on your food.
Okay, and what if I don't have any fresh plants in my kitchen? It's not the time of year, or it's just not, I just don't have them on hand. Can I use all dried herbs?
You sure can use all dried herbs. It's probably a better idea to let the vinaigrette sit for 20 minutes or so that the dried herbs have an opportunity to kind of freshen up in the liquids and get their flavors incorporated. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you to add our ingredients to the bowl. Go ahead and start with our Dijon mustard and just scrape that into the bowl right down there in the center.
Okay, great. How much is this?
It's about a tablespoon. Okay, that's great. And then you can add our balsamic vinegar to that. And it's about a tablespoon and a half, I guess. You can tell I measure really carefully. Doesn't really matter that much. All right, add our herbs and our salt and pepper, all of our flavorings into that. Just go ahead and dump them all in.
Alrighty.
Okay, and then I'm going to use our whisk here, and we're just going to mix those up so that we're ready to go.
Oh, it smells great already.
Okay, so that's your favorite balsamic that you're used to putting on your salads anyway. Mm-hmm. Plus we've added some herbs and some Dijon mustard, and you can kind of see that it's already looking a little thick because of the Dijon. That's our emulsifier, okay?
What do you mean by emulsifier?
Okay, well, we're about to add our oil to this, and the oil needs to be combined in such a way that we don't get the layer of vinegar and oil like you see in a bottle of oil and vinegar dressing that you have to shake up, right? We want this to stay emulsified. And so the technique that you need to be able to pull off here today is drizzling.
Okay, well, it sounds easy.
It is. It's pretty easy. The thing about drizzling is it's a thin stream, not a fast pour. We want to give the oil a chance to be incorporated into the emulsifier so that the fat droplets are completely surrounded by the liquid and it stays that nice blended characteristic. Okay?
All right.
So, are you ready to get started?
I am.
Okay.
You'll tell me if I pour too fast.
I will definitely tell you
Okay.
that. I'm going to whisk while you drizzle. And let me just tell you one thing. If you're doing this at home and you don't have, two people to hold on to this, there's a trick that you can use, which is with a tea towel.
I got one.
I got one right here. Okay. So you take a tea towel and hold on to our bowl for a second. You just make a donut like that. And you put your bowl in the center, and that should stabilize it so that you can drizzle with one hand and whip with another. Okay?
That's great.
All right, we'll go ahead and leave that there because there's no reason not to have a little extra stability. All right, so you're drizzling and I'm whisking. You ready?
I am.
All right, get started. All right, slow down. Stop for a second. All right, and I'm going to whisk. Add a little more. Slow. Let's stop for a second. Let me catch up. If you see the oil start to puddle around the sides or on the top, it means that you have to slow down with pouring the oil in for a second and keep whisking so that you get everything incorporated, and then you can start adding some oil back to it. Very good. See how nice and thick that's starting to get? Right? We've got this lovely emulsion happening here where it's not separating. You can pour a little faster now. Okay.
And that's it.
And that was our half cup of olive oil. And look at that beautiful emulsion. Look how thick that is.
Oh, it's lovely.
Isn't that beautiful? All right, shall we taste it?
Yes, by all means.
Okay, so I've got some cucumbers here. Go ahead and give that a shot.
That's lovely.
That's really good. Now, because it's got those dried herbs in there, we're going to let that sit for just a little while and let those flavors develop, and that's going to be fantastic tonight.
How long will it keep?
You can keep that in the refrigerator for 3 to 5 days, if it lasts that long.
Fantastic.
All right. Thanks, Trish. This was great. Hope you had a good time. Did you learn something?
I did, absolutely. I learned several things. It was great.
Very good. Thanks for watching.